Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, friends. It's time for some more Star Trek, the animated series. This time, Season 1, Episode 10, wait for it, Mudd's Passion. That's right, my friends. That can only mean the return of none other than Harcourt Fenton Mudd, played by Roger Carmel in Star Trek, the original series. And because I've done Q&As on both of those episodes, I know that he lends his voice to Star Trek, the animated series in Mudd's Passion. So I can't wait to hear him again, friends. But before we get into all of that, if you could do me a huge favor and hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and it allows me to alert you next time it's time to board the animated NCC 1701. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and now it's time to watch the 10th episode of the first season of Star Trek the Animated Series entitled Mudd's Passion. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go! Harcourt Fenton Mudd said he saw Cyrano Jones return and tie him, and he said, "Hold my beer. I'm going in." And I'm curious to see what we're gonna have because Mudd's Passion seems to harken back to some of his original series episodes that dealt with love, sort of. And Jim's telling us about the final frontier, everybody. So we're in the credits, but we're getting ready to jump in and see what they have in store for us with another bite-sized Trek. Just the right size, just enough to fill you up and not ruin supper.
Is 81% plus or minus 0.53.
Why can't you just say, Mudd's probably there?
I just did, Doctor.
In his own way.
Very well, Mr. Eriks. Spock, let's see how close your percentage is.
It's going to be exact, everybody. It's Spock.
So you can appreciate the incredible value I'm offering.
Sure.
No person of the opposite sex can resist you. Not whether you are young, old, fat, ugly, or repugnant.
Dear God.
Proof, human.
Proof?
Proof?
Behold! I placed a single drop of this miracle substance on myself.
On meself?
300 credits, or the...
300?
A bargain, sir. True love is worth any price.
True love?
We're interested in you, Harry, for fraud, illegal drug manufacture, and swindling.
As I said, welcome to Motherlode, a charming planet with
Outside of the Federation.
recognized Federation law.
Yeah.
So you two can keep out of this.
Are you aware that Harry Mudd is tricking you via an illusion?
What?
I shot it through the throat. That'll teach it.
We can't arrest you, Harry, but you can give yourself up.
No!
Well, then mob justice it is. Okay, so Spock just made a wall with his phaser? Interesting.
I may just sue you.
Fine, I'll see you in court, Harry.
Right.
I thought we left you on the robot planet, Harry, permanently.
Never underestimate the spirit of Harcourt Fenton Mudd. I borrowed a vehicle and left to find haven on Illyria 6, a charming planet, an innocent and friendly populace.
To whom you sold the Starfleet Space Academy,
A miracle love potion.
which you sold to 1,000 inhabitants who immediately became ill from using it.
I hadn't counted on their unusual biochemistry, so I did the logical thing. I left in haste.
I ran.
And came here to swindle honest miners.
The love potion works, Captain.
A mining colony is like Harry's hunting ground.
Now, you, nurse, you have a wonderful gift. To heal the wounded. A fantastic touch.
Oh boy.
What is it?
My love potion.
It's crystal meth.
I don't believe you.
Think about it, darling. Mr. Spock in love with you.
Okay. Did my sinister laugh seal the deal for you? No? Strange.
It's really so simple, my dear.
Wow, he's still selling this thing.
Take it, dear Nurse Chapel, and conduct your own experiment.
Not that I believe you, but... Well, I suppose I could analyze it.
Interesting. Is this going to give yet more fuel for the fire that is Spock and Christine Chapel from the original series?
Laboratory tests would destroy it, my dear. Why not test it the way it's meant to be used?
No,
Ah, darling, think.
That's an interesting drawn shot there.
Spock will be yours forever, my dear.
My dear.
Why don't you go find Spock? Can't waste any time, you know.
Yes, I'll do that.
Harry, you trickster. Harry, seriously? Like, everyone's gonna know it's you, bud. It's me, Christine Chapel.
I will append you a summary to the report. Was there something else, Miss Chapel?
Wouldn't you like me to, well, stay?
Does it take some time? Or does it not work?
Harry Mudd, you swindling...
Gasp. Double gasp.
Oh, no.
Triple gasp. Why did you even take the time to put your face on it? It's hilarious.
Nurse Chapel's sweet summary.
Oh, it does work. Hi-ya!
I've come to collect on your guarantee, Mr. Mudd.
Wish to report a number of very strange, emotions.
What?
You're the same fraud you've always been, Harry. I don't know how I could have believed you.
Well, let's discuss it.
Well, if it really works, then he's not a fraud, right?
Try another, I assure you.
Stop it.
Oh, God. Did it just go into, like, life support?
Sorry, Christine, but I shall require a temporary hostage.
Oh, boy.
Shuttlecraft Bay.
Mudd. And he has Christine. She's in danger.
I'll kill him. No, Ahura.
I'll set you down somewhere safe, and then I'll be off discreetly.
In a Federation shuttle?
I can't stand the thought of any danger to her, to the woman I love.
Love? Spock?
Gasp.
Jim, is that wise in his condition?
Try and stop him. It's better if I go with him.
All right.
Spock? In love?
I can't imagine.
Oh, no.
Love.
Don't you have to touch somebody, though? I actually like this episode. I usually don't like love potion stuff, but this is Spock and Christine, though.
If he's harmed one hair on her pretty head.
Jim, the search party found this in the shuttlecraft bay.
Lucky for us, they don't work.
Are we sure, Jim? A number of the crew are acting as strange as Spock.
Uh-oh.
You're funny. And very attractive for a human.
Oh, boy. Uh-oh. They have touched. I mean, honestly, it's a big problem.
Well, we haven't seen any traces of intelligent life. Of any life.
Then you can relax.
That looks like something laying down. The toes. If that's looks like a rock creature. Like, I'm sure I'm very wrong. Oh, that's definitely a creature. There's the eye. Oh my gosh. Some more Scotty singing.
Thanks, Jim. It's good to have a friend like you.
Strange, that's the way I feel about you, too. My dear friend Spock.
Oh, I love it. It's got to have a duration. It can't last forever. Wow, that thing is gnarly. Well, so long, shuttle. Maybe in the mouth, like the soft tissue of the mouth. Oh, well, never mind.
Kirk, get us out of here.
Transporter room, emergency beam up now.
3 to beam up. Meanwhile, in transporter control.
Emergency beam up. Enterprise, come in. No response.
Great.
We're both reacting to the drug. The love potion.
It worked?
Yes.
So Jim was like getting jealous of Christine there. Love it.
How long does the effect of the potion last, Harry?
He didn't know it worked.
Not long, according to the creature I swindled. I purchased the crystals from.
Look!
We didn't get away from him.
Maybe we can distract them.
That is an outstandingly stupid idea. I'm sorry. The drug.
The drug said that. Certainly not me.
Well, all of a sudden, I don't like you much either.
Come in, Enterprise. Emergency beam up. Repeat.
Everybody? Anybody doing better up there? Scott?
I made contact.
Great. I hope we last long enough to be beamed up. Phase is ready. I'll need help.
Why don't you take one of the love things and slap him? Just run up and touch him. Maybe. They going to embrace? No. Protecting Jim. Harry, we're going to space you now because you have caused non-stop trouble the entire time we've known you.
You'd be the last person I'd choose.
A few moments of love, paid for with several hours of hatred.
Oh, really? Okay.
Think I'll get rehabilitation therapy again?
I can guarantee it.
I just hate to leave you all. All my loved ones.
Sinister laugh. Alrighty, everyone. We just finished the 10th episode of the first season of Star Trek, the animated series entitled Mud's Passion. And the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everybody, we just finished Mud's Passion, the 10th episode of the first season of Star Trek, the animated series. I think what this one did was, again, you all know my fascination from the original series with the idea that Christine really likes Spock. And again, for one, I'm not going to talk about Strange New Worlds, but I, for one, think that as they are admitted fans, obviously, of Star Trek, the original series, there are a lot of things that kind of hint towards a deeper relationship between Christine and Spock on Christine's end. A couple times we see Spock being like, for Spock, nice towards her and everything, but there's never any kind of display of love or anything like that, except for what is it? Not Plato's Children. Is it Plato's Children? Whenever they were forced to, it was the same scene where Uhura and Kirk kissed, and that was one where Christine was looking at Spock, and they were like being forced into this situation, and she said she was so scared and everything, but she had thought about it and all that stuff. So again, there's just been kind of a tension between, like not a sexual, more like a romantic tension between Christine and Spock since nearly the beginning. And I think that, especially now that you all have told me that the animated series is basically considered canon at this point, that I think it's easy enough now to say that we have a very definitive examples that Christine does in fact like Spock. And I think, again, that this was absolutely the little nugget they decided to run with on Star Trek Strange New Worlds, kind of build off the little kind of undeveloped thread or storyline that we had between those two that they could then now do in serialized format. So I like it. I think it's a cool way to, it's something that I really would have loved to have seen in the live action. And not that the animated series, I like the story and everything, but something that would have been more fleshed out. You know what I mean? No pun intended. Maybe even among, since it seems to me too, that especially with the animated series, and this might be just a way to kind of rope in people to have like familiar faces outside of the crew. We had Cyrano Jones, and now we have Harry Mudd, to be able to bring in these people. But at the same time, even if it was just for ratings or for, recognition, at the same time, we have a lot of examples of serialized storytelling at this point. Really cool stuff, really interesting things here. And I really, really wonder if they were going to start adding serialized elements in a potential season 4 and a potential season 5. If I had one thing that I would change about Star Trek, the original series, I really wish that they would have been given some small measure of being able to be serialized. Simply because I know that at the time it was absolutely not the way that nobody did storytelling like that back then, because you couldn't record an episode. Their reruns were very, they would come around in the summertime and things like that. So you couldn't go back and pick up episodes that you missed and learn about things that were then brought up in the current episode you're watching. You had to just jump in, and because things were closed off, you had a finite period of time to tell this episodic story, that you could, confidently jump in week to week and not think you have to know anything that happened, 2 seasons prior or anything like that. So I understand why it was done. And boy, I would have loved to have seen this. And really, it's not anything, selfishly, like I want to just see a continued storyline. I would have loved to have seen the actors being able to kind of carry forward certain conversations, certain moods, certain attitudes, certain remembrances and historical facts and events, and be able to share those. I mean, you don't really have to get into too much other than like, hey, remember when we did that? Remember how we felt at that time, or blah, blah, blah. And if you bring it up in a kind of an overt way, it probably would have, worked around the episodic feel that you had. But again, I completely understand why they couldn't do it. It was just not what you did at the time. But man, I would have loved to have been able to see Leonard Nimoy and Bill Shatner and DeForest Kelley build off of some of these conversations and things that they had. Oh my God, it would have been so great. It would have been really, I would have loved it, because it would have been these actors would have been able to take these characters and allow them to grow and express themselves and be able to continue with that expression and growth outside of the single episodic format. And I just can't imagine what they would be able to do if they were able to call back to certain things and attitudes, or if they ended an episode fighting with somebody, they'd start the next episode a little pissed at them, something like that. But again, that's wishful thinking, obviously, at this point. But I just wonder, because we were right at the edge of being able to switch over to serial syndication was coming into vogue. Boy, I just wonder, though, if they could have been given a season 4 or 5, would we have been given a serialized Star Trek? Friends, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel, and it allows me to alert you next time it's time to board the animated NCC 1701. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. Oh, but my dear friends, all that is then and this is now. And now, unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye from this episode of Star Trek, the animated series. So where should we say goodbye from? Well, friends, I think we should say goodbye from the place where we said hello to this episode. And in so doing, maybe carry our own little bit of serialized storytelling, as we are standing among the miners, listening to the pitch by one Harcourt Fenton Mudd for a love drug of some kind, when there's a shout that occurs behind us, and a gentleman stands up and says, "Wait a minute, I know you, Harcourt Fenton Mudd. You're a trickster and a swindler." And we turn and look at each other and say, yeah, we already knew that. Friends, until such time as we can watch another one of these great stories, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.